Hey, so we're back. Welcome back. We're back for rather. I want to say. Just gonna twist my mic slightly. I want to say. Like politically charged episode, but
Yeah, well, more from you. You've done the reading. I haven't. So, there'll be a bit of explanation on the things.
yeah. So yeah, basically, like this podcast is called the Rambling Vapers, right?
Yep.
We both got into doing this whole thing. I mean, vaping's not our. It's not like the everything of this podcast. We just
No.
generally shoot the shit quite a lot.
Yeah.
And just, have a laugh. And that's what we wanted to do. We wanted to be entertaining while talking about random shit. But vaping was the kind of the catalyst. And as you vapors out there probably, hopefully know, some of you might not, vaping's in a hell of a lot of trouble at the moment.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, so you're probably aware of the FDA trying to pass stupid regulations on vape products in the US, but over here in Europe and the UK, we've been hit by the Tobacco Products Directive, Article 20D of Article 20D 20D
0.
Yeah, so Article 20, Article 20, mate. Yeah, so we've been hit by that, and it's like, so I wanted to discuss about it because it's the bill's been passed. I mean, there's still some fantastic work being done to try and oppose it where possible, and the advocate, the case is still up. Totally Wicked E-Liquid's case is still to be heard by the judge. I mean, the Advocate General's opinion, which I'll touch on in a bit, it was given, but it wasn't great, and
No.
It was really bad, actually. I mean, so I'm going to reference Clive Bates a lot because he did a really good article where he pulled apart the decision and like the statement that she gave, and kind of was just effectively read that decision, the Riot Act, and it's really, really good, really, really. I mean, I love Clive Bates. The guy is fantastic, really, really articulate, really well clued up. I mean, he used to work, like, I think he was a Minister for Health or something like that. I don't think he was Minister for Health, but he used to work in a government capacity in health. So he's, he knows his shit.
Yes.
And he's like, his writing's really good. It's really engaging as well, and it's just so fucking well thought out. It's fantastic to read. I'll link to him again in the description.
And if he's working for the government, you can't shit a shitter.
This is it. So actually, he did a really good article, which I'm just going to bring up on here. So there was, on the subject of kind of vaping and the shit. So one of the big things, actually, before I go on to that, I was going off tangent, because that's what we do. Article 20 of the TPD. So a quick rundown of the big things that we care about. So in Article 20, which is the article of the Tobacco Products Directive specifically targeting e-cigarettes and vaping, the key things that are really, really damaging are the same advertisement restrictions which are imposed currently on tobacco in Europe are going to be imposed on vaping as well, which means no more banner ads, no more YouTube, anything that is a selling thing on YouTube, which means reviews might become sketchy kind of thing.
Well, technically a review could still exist.
Yeah, technically it is, but they can't. They have to be unbiased. I mean, they can't say this is great, go buy this. They can just tell you about it factually. They can't put any opinion on it.
They won't be able to do paid reviews, basically.
Yeah, well, not even that. They couldn't even promote, because you won't be able to promote. So anything that could be construed as a promotion, like saying, yeah, this is really good, could potentially be in danger. So that's like a lot of YouTube, Also with the advertisement ban, I mean, it's a consumer market, vaping, and it lives and dies by its kind of, its advertisement and getting the knowledge out there. It's still a very new thing, and whereas smokers are converting in droves and vaping has only gotten bigger, it's still not like, everyone knows what smoking is, but people will still not really know what vaping is. It's, you can imagine just grab my vape while I'm talking about this. You can imagine like someone walking down the street and just like they see someone blowing some clouds and they're just like, what the fuck is that? I mean, a lot of people would probably just immediately, like especially older people, may just immediately go, "Oh, that's illegal drugs and that's bad."
But especially when someone who looks like either you with a gigantic beard and bald head, or me with dreadlocks and a nose ring in your face, and you're walking down the street huffing at a giant cloud of smoke.
Yeah, I mean, like, they probably, when you see a businessman walking around with his little cigar-like or whatever, they probably get that, but this is kind of so far removed in, like, appearance, at least. It's, it could be easily misconstrued. And, as someone that is partial to the odd bong, I can see how you get the two confused.
Yeah.
Like, from a real layman kind of perspective, like, really, like, dumbass way.
Huge plumes of white smoke.
I'm playing devil's advocate, I suppose.
Marijuana.
Yeah, I'm playing devil's advocate here, I suppose. And marijuana smoke is not white.
It is if you do a massive bong rip.
Well, yeah. So the marketing ban is going to be really, really harmful to to the industry.
Yeah.
I mean, hell, we might even, we'd have to probably change the shape of, like, I couldn't talk about and bump up all the products that I like.
Depends where. Well,
yeah. Well, I mean, we'll see. But the other key things in the TPD, the really bad things. I'm kind of giving a high level overview here because I'm gonna put lots of links to people to websites and the various bits that we're talking about that do a much better job of explaining this topic than I do.
Yeah.
Because we ramble and I these guys are very concise and really to the point and like get it from a much get your details and stuff from a much better source. I'm just going to give you the bullet points.
Yeah, we don't have great memories no more.
Yeah.
Menu equals bad memory. I think you went that way. Yeah.
Don't. I fucking got lost in Ely trying to find the bus stop yesterday.
Wow.
Yeah. Like literally, like half an hour walking around Ely, going, "Where's the fucking bus stop?" And I kept walking down the road parallel to Market Street. I was just like,
"Oh, dude!"
Kept coming out at Ely Cathedral, and it's just like round the corner. I was no
amateur. Were you glazed?
Yeah, I was really bad. But anyway, so back to the TPD.
This is why I go to other sources for further.
Yeah. So the other thing, so the next thing that's really kind of going to be a shit kicker, especially for the companies. So they're impacting with the advertisement ban. They're impacting on their ability to draw new revenue, and with some of the regulations that are being put in place, they're impacting their ability to keep a sustained revenue. So any products that are currently on the market will have to pass certain criteria and tests. So one of the things that like tanks will have to be leak proof. Yeah. All juice is going to have to be subject to like chemical tests and medical level tests. One of the things is if a new product comes out and is get certified, from certification they have to wait 6 months before they can sell it. Even if they successfully get the certificate, like yes, it's passed everything, it can go onto the market, they still have to wait 6 months before they can actually release it.
Yay!
And these are impositions that do not exist for tobacco. If tobacco, they can if they don't have that 6 month waiting period. They can just once it's passed, it's out. That's it.
Yeah.
So it's just arbitrary bullshit, basically.
Yeah.
No
longer get no menthol cigarettes.
Yeah. Yeah, menthol cigarettes are going. Yeah.
Poor .com. What's she gonna do? Where's my menthol Super Kings?
Oh, we won't be able to get menthol filters either.
Yeah.
That's gonna be shit. But
just buy some menthol and regular filters and dip it.
And so one of the other regulations that they're going to have to conform to, I'm going to keep pulling back onto this one because I'm, one of the other regulations they really want to kind of hone in on. It's just stupid. But anyway, one of the regulations that's really going to fuck people is all tanks cannot have a capacity greater than 2 mil. So this is why you might see they seem to have missed the boat a little bit with a lot of the minis that have been coming out, but they need to you'll see manufacturers making 2 mil variants of their tanks now. But this is bonkers. For what good reason can I not store more than? Oh, so you want me to increase the amount of time I have to refill therefore increasing the likelihood of spillage of these dangerous chemicals that you're so worried about that I have to have a leak-proof 2 mil tank.
Yeah.
So it just makes it more and more like cigalikes are going to be the only thing.
Yeah, but I can go down the road and just buy a bottle of bleach.
Oh yeah, you know. I could literally walk down to the road with a baby in one arm, buy a bottle of bleach in the other, and just be like, la da da, I'm going to put the baby in the bath with the bleach, and you know, like,
yeah, or a big old vat of caustic soda. Just da 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 da. Whoops, I've tripped and melted your face. Sorry.
Yeah, it's just absolutely fucking balmy, like really fucking balmy. So the other thing, into talking about like containers, as we were.
Yeah.
Not, but maybe. Well, no. So juice, e-juice,
yeah,
is only going to be sold in no greater capacity than 10 ml a bottle, and no greater nicotine strength than 24 ml a gram.
I think 20 ml is the highest it's going to be because they're basically dropping the 24 out.
Okay.
So a lot of companies don't do the 20 ml, and also they're going to drop that if they do, because you go over that 20 milligrams on a test, you're fucked.
Yeah.
So they'll have to be like, okay, the highest we'll do is 18, and maybe I'll use 3.
Yeah, same.
Very low.
I think most sub-ohm vapors probably use.
But the people who are new to quitting cigarettes using the e-cig,
you'll find most
whatever.
people, like when I first started vaping, you start off on a higher nicotine.
Oh yeah. When I was on one of the pen ones, I was using usually about a 12 or a 16.
Yeah.
Then I went on to the sub-ohm, tried a 6 milligram, got a bit lightheaded, and I was like, this is a bit weird. So I went to the 3 milligram, and
does the job, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Like I literally don't miss smoking in the slightest. But all these new impositions that are coming in now, they are going to make. So the other thing as well, in terms of turning away new vapors, not only are they killing ad revenue, advertisements, advertiser.
Appletizer.
Do you remember Tizer?
Yes, Tizer.
Tizer was great when it first came out. Then they brought it back and it tasted like death.
Yeah, when they got rid of all the fake shit and put in like real ingredients.
Yeah, no, it was like
shit.
It tasted like shit. Tizer needed to be.
Do you remember Tizer Ice?
Yeah. Oh, see,
weird.
like Tizer was bar, wasn't it? When Ironbrew, like with bar, like Ironbrew, Tizer was part of bar.
Yeah, I think it was.
Because my mate Mike, my dad's friend Mike, used to work for bar as a lorry driver, and he used to bring me round. Back when it used to Ironbrew and Tizer used to come in glass bottles, the big glass bottles. Yeah, he used to bring me around a 12 crate,
Nice.
and it had like dandelion and burdock, Tizer, Ironbrew, cloudy lemonade, pink lemonade, and some other shit in there, all from bar, and it was just the fucking cream soda.
Yeah,
Their cream soda,
Bar's cream soda is
Bar's cream
amazing.
soda. Yeah, it was a fucking I love that shit. How did it get there? Yeah, so they're killing advertising. That's how I got there.
Yeah.
They're killing advertising, but they're also going to impose the same kind of health warnings that are carried on cigarettes. So the big, not the pictures, because the pictures is a complete lie, but contains noxious chemicals or something like that,
Yeah.
which is not completely true. It's not true. Nicotine counts for the smallest proportion of the contents of most e-juice,
Yeah.
and nicotine is not necessarily the problem with cigarettes. It's what keeps you hooked, but it's not what kills you.
No, it doesn't.
That's the carcinogens, the tar, and things like that.
Well, nicotine is a
It is
carcinogenic
toxic
itself as well.
It is toxic, but in the levels, it's not like
compared to the formaldehyde and all the other shit you have
compared
in
to
cigarettes.
that's what I'm talking. Comparatively to all the carcinogens, 9 times out of 10, it's the carcinogens that are going to kill you.
Oh yeah.
So, yeah, calling these. I don't know I can't remember. This is why I'm saying go to other people, because I can't remember what the exact warnings are going to be. But it's something to that fucking dumbass effect. So, yeah, it's really, really fucked up. It's been passed. It got like passed in the last big fucking whatever
EU bill.
bullshit. But there's been a lot of people fighting it. A lot of people fighting it. So you probably may know Totaly Wicked they had a case. They brought a legal case about it, and it's still to decided, I believe, as record.
It keeps getting put back, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's well, they've got a fairly solid case, but the Advocate General's decision didn't help. So they brought their case to the AG in Brussels to get her opinion on it, because that her opinion will carry weight in the case. And right. Oh, also, there's something I'm going to talk about. Might actually have to do it after the break, because I think, unless the letter's on the table. No, I think the letters in the other room. But I wrote to our local MP.
Ooh.
And got a response. What a bullshit fucking response. A letter sent to someone else with the name redacted.
Wow.
I shit you not. Mate, fucking conservative bastards. I fucking hate the Conservatives.
Fucking Tories.
Oh my god. And fucking, oh my god, Trump. Get onto that later. Fuck it, I can't believe he's sweeping the fucking primaries, man. Well, actually I can, because fucking only in America would you have Arnold Schwarzenegger as a governor and potentially Trump as a fucking president.
Yeah. What would you rather, though? Trump or Ted Cruz?
Yeah, so I'm going to link to a particular article of Clive Bates. That's what I'm looking at here. And it's his, he kind of pulls apart the AG's decision, as I was saying earlier. It's a really, really good read, actually. But so he breaks it down into the various bits that he thought were wrong with her decision. So he says the AG did not base her reasoning on what is known and exaggerated, what is uncertain. Trying to read when you bait is really fucking hard.
Yeah.
So
you can at least do it in like a Dan Carlin style quote, then do a completely different voice.
Yeah, I should actually. I'll try that in a sec. So okay, here we go. This is the opening paragraph to the opening thing after this. After that, for this edit. So, quote. First, it is necessary to be clear what science does and does not tell us. The AG tends to assume little is known and that every theory that would create a basis for health concern is equally plausible. She pays little attention to the large body of science that suggests that there are significant harm reduction health benefits arising from smokers switching or quitting smoking. There are three key scientific arguments that would underpin the law, though great scope for deeper insight and more nuanced position through. Sorry, I'm fucking I can't do that. I'm not as good as Dan Carlin. But yeah, you get so he pulls it apart, and so that's the first thing. Is like he's saying, she plays up the uncertainty. It's like, yeah, we might not know everything yet, and she's like, well, we have to treat it as if it was the worst thing ever, and it's just fucking fear-mongering.
Do you think she comes from the time of the visionaries, where magic is more powerful than science?
Mate, you fuck it. Yeah, you joke. I wouldn't be surprised.
Visionaries. That was an amazing.
No, I've got it. I've got it on DVD. It's fucking brilliant.
Again, amazing fucking theme.
Yep. This makes it easier. I've just zoomed in. I can read it a little bit clearer now. So, the second bit he's talking about is like, is the directive proportional and non-discriminatory? So, he goes on to say, and quote, a major principle of EU law and significant component of the case are the principles Skinners, of proportionality and non-discrimination. Are the measures proportional to the risk and designed to meet the objectives in the least expensive and least disruptive manner possible? Are the measures non-discriminatory? Do they place excessive burdens on one product class to the advantage of a competitor? Oh, hell yes. Yeah. To quote fucking Stone Cold Steve Austin.
Yeah.
Or, quote Macho Man. Oh, yeah. So the big thing is about this is it's going to push people back to smoking in a huge way. Yeah. So, yeah, it puts an unnecessary burden. The chemicals that they're largely making us jump through hoops for are all ones that have been deemed safe separately. Said this before, say it again, no one's saying it's not harmful in any way, shape or form.
Yeah.
It's about harm reduction. And the reduction is 95%. So, it's not all doom and gloom. It's really not. So there are some, like I've been saying, there's some really good people out there that are doing some great work.
Fighting the good fight.
Yeah, completely. So first off, actually, I want to big ups. There's some guys on Facebook, which I'll be linking to. They are organising a protest down in London. Sorry, this is me trying to and failing to get to my events page on Facebook so I can actually bring it up. Yeah, where is events? Oh, there it is. What? It's not showing my events. So yeah, anyway, they're organising a protest in London on the 19th of March. As soon as I can find the actual get to my events page. There we go. Here we go. Vapers Stand United protest. I don't know. On May 20th, 2017, is what it says on their actual. Oh no, that's talking about the when it's all going to kick off. Like that's when. So basically by May 2017, all old products have to be sold off shelves. They've got kind of that grace period to clear out their old stock of stuff that doesn't meet the regulations.
By the end of the year, basically, isn't it?
Yeah, pretty much. So stock up like a motherfucker, basically. But yeah, 19th of March, midday, Parliament Square in London. So S01A2, London. So I'll link to the Facebook page. You should go down and show your support. I mean, I'm gonna go, providing my back's okay.
Yeah, I'm not gonna be able to go. Unfortunately, can't get the time off work.
Well, yeah,
so it's a bit of a shame because it'd be quite hilarious to go down there and just see that area will be like the old pea soup fogs of the 50s.
Yeah, it's gonna be fucking hilarious.
Gonna be like so much vape cloud.
Yeah,
it's gonna be like.
I'm gonna have to rock my noisy cricket and just put some fucking insane cloud chasing build in there. If I do like a single coil build, like I've been taking another attempts at the frame staple Clapton. It's getting better. It's getting better. I'm almost there. I need to try again. I need to keep. I got a tip actually to blowtorch the fucking ribbon wire because it takes the springiness out.
Yeah.
So I might give that a shot.
Yeah, just get one of the chef's blowtorches. You can pick them up pretty cheap.
But yeah, so I'm just gonna this protest. I'm just gonna read you the quick opening paragraph about so just give you a bit of the details. So this is going to say, it's time for vapers to stand united and protest against Article 20 of the Tobacco Products Directive, an unjustified and disproportionate regulation that will ruin the vaping industry. It will take away our rights to choose a far healthier alternative and leave no hope for smokers to be able to successfully quit smoking in the future. Yeah. That's it. That's one of the best summaries that I could actually put of the big problems. So they're going down. They're going to be well. Hopefully, I'll be there as well. Like I say, I've got. So I've mentioned a few times I've got on here. Yeah. I've got back issues. I've got an MRI next week to find out what the fuck's going on. So I'll know after I've had the MRI and
there's that massive rod up your ass.
So the other guys I really wanted to talk about are the 100k campaign. It can be found at 100,000.com. That's 100 the number and 1,000 the word.com. So I recently chatted to Marie from there. Just 'cause I wanted to give kind of say like we're not big. We don't know how many listeners we got, but we're behind you like 100%, So they were really kind enough to put our logo up on the list of supporters, which is really cool. But yeah, so just give you an idea of what they are. The 100k group are a group of vaping businesses, and they have one purpose: to ensure that by the end of 2016, vapers continue to have a big range of affordable and attractive products. This requires us to block bad regulation where we can and help each other to navigate it where we can. The European Union's Tobacco Products Directive threatens to wipe out most products off the shelf and delay new ones with a raft of expensive regulations. 100k is not just about helping businesses survive and thrive, it's about ensuring vapers don't go back to tobacco. And those guys are, they're doing really good. I actually donated to them as well because I'm like, they're one of the big movers and shakers in over here about like with the European side of things. I mean, things are pretty shit, pretty much everywhere in the world.
Yep.
So I know I've been really rambling on this, but I'm the only one that did the research.
Someone didn't send me the research till late yesterday.
Yeah, well, I was having like massive fucking withdrawals for like a week.
Oh yeah, but
yeah. Yeah. Sorry, it's kind of it was just like I was saying. I've been really ill for like a week, so it's been this has been a bit of a hapdash organisation of shit.
So I got the links. I was like, oh no, I'll read them while the other half's asleep, getting ready for a night shift, and then she's called in with a bad back. So it's like, oh, so you're staying at home, so I can't really sit and read this while you're wanting to chat to me. So unfortunately, she took precedence.
Fair enough. I'm just googling now. Countries where vaping is banned and why, because I'm curious, you know.
Look, we've gone all techno. We've got like
I've got a laptop. Woo. Countries where
I
vaping
have
is banned.
a tablet device.
Yeah, so we figured it'd be quite good to actually have some like ability to reference shit.
Yeah.
And talk about some random shit.
Or what will probably end up happening is like, oh, did you see this? And we'll look up stuff and just show it to each other.
Yeah.
So,
So, countries like Canada, Mexico, Australia, Israel, Brazil, Hong Kong, Panama, Singapore, fucking Singapore ban everything, and the United Arab Emirates have completely banned e-cigarettes. Whew. And, it's just fucking bonkers. But, I don't know, So there's a really good documentary coming out, which I'm really excited. I've talked about it a few times. The Billion Lives documentary, which just kind of delves into the corruption behind all this shit. So this is the big thing that really fucks me off, actually. Like, one of the real fucking things about the TPD. So it was pretty much drawn up behind closed doors.
Yeah.
With only consultation from people from Big Tobacco, pretty much. Fucking... So, actually, I was watching John Oliver. Yeah, and it was his one of the most recent one on voting on YouTube.
Yeah,
and they had this bit in Congress, or it was like local state government stuff where the governors or it might have been Congress actually. It was basically something where a lot of parliamentary officials, are they parliament over there? I suppose government officials.
Yeah,
were sat around and they were passing bills, and I think it was state law, so it might have been like county. Whatever.
State legislators.
Yes. Yeah, they were legislating. And this is the most insane shit I've ever seen. Like, I was outraged. So, if there's someone's not there that day, so they have buttons on their desk when it comes up, they vote. When someone's not there that day, or if they've got up to go to the toilet, the other person will turn around and use theirs to vote whatever they want. So, some of them even have sticks to press other people's buttons with. So they just fuck the vote. Like, they literally, he's not here. And they showed video evidence. I'll have to show you in the break. It's fucking bonkers. It's so bonkers. So they show this guy walking up to go press someone's button, and then this woman sat in front turns around and beats him to it. It's like,
wow.
How fucking corrupt is your government? And it's flagrant about it.
Yeah.
It's insane.
Jesus Christ. Why not just sit there and like, oh, hi, that's the bribe. Okay, thanks.
Yeah, they might as well. I mean, there is just no fucking honour among thieves at all, is there?
No.
It's like, and I have no doubt that our government's probably
just as bad.
Yeah. Maybe not just as bad, because I think everything's like turned, everything's bigger in Texas, and actually it might have been Texas they were talking about.
Yeah, but we currently have a Tory government, which is all about keeping the old boys rich.
Oh, yeah. It's like our government is a rich white man's dream, and everyone else is fucking balling.
Yeah. I mean, I know I sound horrifically posh. I'm not. I come from a middle class family, but we've never been fans of the Tories, ever.
No, I mean, it's because the Tories. I mean, the Tories so we have free state healthcare here. I mean, I am currently seeking treatment through private healthcare, but that's because I get it with work, and it was like, why the fuck not? But oh god, did I tell you about have you been into the Spire Hospital in the Cambridge Lee?
No.
Oh my god, it's like a fucking hotel. I shit you not, man. They've got they've got fucking Swish coffee machine in there. You can just help yourself to coffee. It makes cappuccinos and espressos and lattes. Nice. Yeah. If you have to go in for any overnight procedure, or you have to stay in there, you get a menu to choose from.
Yeah.
Like a 3-course menu, and if your partner's there, she gets to stay and eat with you, and she gets to order from the menu. It's like they've got a restaurant, a proper restaurant.
The food will get put on your bill at the end.
Yeah, well, the company's bill.
Yeah, well, my ex when she had her private surgery.
You mean the fake private surgery, right?
No, it was a genuine.
Oh, the stomach staple.
Yeah, well the gastric.
I'm not
bypass.
going to be like coughing. Fuck that bitch.
Yeah, the gastric
stomach.
bypass. That was done at obviously at a private hospital. And,
they could have done something worthwhile in there, like fucking
killed her.
I was going to say give her a heart, but
Well, each to their own.
Yeah.
Anyway, yeah, and I was there pretty much every evening. It's like, I'm really hungry, so I ended up just ordering food from the thing. And no one said anything about paying for it until we got the bill at the end and there was an additional cost of the food.
Right, okay.
Like, oh, okay. That's how you get us. It's like, yeah, we can order it. Like,
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, well, the thing is, I mean...
I had a jacket potato with like cheese and beans. That was like 15 quid.
Well, dude,
My
I had
dad paid
to
for it,
have like, was it 7 or 9 blood tests, and it was like nearly $1,000. Like,
Yeah.
I'm so glad we don't have to pay for healthcare.
Oh, hell yeah.
It's like I pay, like I basically, the way it works is company pay the full policy, I just pay the tax, the 25% or whatever the policy costs a month. So it's like 20 quid, 20, 30 quid that comes out my account a month.
Yeah.
Or it comes, I don't even see it, it just comes out my paycheck. And
Yeah, salary
but the
sacrifice.
best part is there's a £200 excess. I get to claim it back on company expenses. What?
Yeah.
So it's like, yeah, no, fuck, I'll do that.
Nice one. Right. Well, I'm thinking we should probably take a break.
Yeah, we should probably take a break. I mean, I've covered the kind of big advocacy stuff that I want to talk to, and this is a topic that we're going to come back to. Actually, before we do break, there was another one of the Clive Bates articles I wanted to talk about, which is just fucking bullshit. So recently there was a vape convention or vape meet in.
I told you about.
Yeah, it's in Virginia, I think it was, and some snooping little fucking scientist jackoffs. They basically sneaked in monitor equipment into this vape meet. So lots of people vaping, the meat.
Yeah.
It's like going to be more dense than normal situations, like of concentration of vape in the air. And they're like, oh, we've detected harmful particulates in this. Vaping should be banned everywhere. And it's like, okay, you actually not even touching on the efficacies of this, of actually conducting a study like that without informing the owners of the venue, the establishers of the event, the participants of the event. No one was told, and that's effectively human testing.
Yeah, and that basically makes your results null and void.
Yeah. Well, they've got they should go to a PRB, a peer review board.
Yeah,
but to get the ethics, if they go take it to a peer review board and the peer review board say no, it's ethical, then there's not much you can do. But if they say no, it's not ethical, then the study's fucking null and void. But they say, oh, there's more harmful particulates in the air. It's like, okay, yeah, there's going to be a higher dense of vapor, but they've done scientific studies which fucking conclusively prove that yes, there are some particulates in the air, but they are the concentration of particulates in secondhand vape is below the concentration of particulates for EU work standards.
Mm-hmm.
So it's safer than going to work.
Yeah, not surprised.
So you if you went to work and you were inhaling vape, you worked in a place and they just pumped vape into you, it's still okay. That's probably going OTT, but I'm exaggerating to make a point. That it wouldn't violate regulations, but it's just so fucking dumb. I think that's the thing that bothers me the most. Is that all this rules and regulations?
All the bullshit. It's all based on bullshit science,
and it's just dumb. And it's and I'm gonna be really arsey at people now because it's people who are half the fucking problem. Yeah. They don't wake up. They don't realize what the fuck is going on. The world. I'm not gonna go into this too deep because I could just rant like a motherfucker. But the world is going to shit.
Helena handbasket.
It's 1984, man. That shit's gonna happen. It already has. To be fair, it already has to an extent if you think about it. I mean, if you think about fucking the sheer level, look at the Snoopers Charter in the UK.
Oh my god, and that's been fucking forced through.
Yeah, so the Snoopers Charter in the UK basically is going to give the government access to look at all electronic communications, regardless of any, like, without warrant. No, they just have free reign to all your shit. It's just like, and people like, this is why I hate. This is what makes me angry about people. Is people like, oh, I've nothing to hide. I don't care. It's like, that's not the fucking point.
No, complacency is just gonna mean they're gonna do it more.
Yeah, and this is like, so I was listening to Dan Carlin on not Hardcore Histories, Common Sense.
Yeah.
And he was talking about, like, it was an older one. He was talking about when they rolled out the like the military vehicles in Ferguson, and it's the same kind of thing with that. It happened in like the 80s. That's when it all started with the like war on drugs.
Yeah.
And they started rolling out then, and people were shocked and like, what the fuck is this? Yeah. But it was like, it was against drugs, and it was like, we're fighting a war kind of thing, and it became the norm. And then it started rolling out against people. And the first time everyone was like, whoa, and the LA riots and stuff, and then it like it kind of became the norm because of complacency. People just sat back and accepted it. And he goes on to say, like, it's gone past the point of return. And I am starting to believe, as much as I hate it, that the complacency of the general population has gone past the point of no return. The government could literally walk up and slap its dick in your face, and you just be like, oh, it's the government, it just needs to do it because it's the government, and fucking kill the terrorists.
I've got nothing to hide.
Oh, in the break as well, I'll play you the John Oliver on Donald Trump. It's fucking brilliant. It's really fucking good. But yeah, we are going to take a break now. I've had my little moment.
Carl's moment in the sun. We'll have a bit more back and forth in the next
I was going to say I'm gonna revisit the vaping advocacy stuff on a fairly regular basis. I might even just kind of make it. I'm thinking about making like an opening 10-minute slot this week in vaping news. Like actually have a fucking news segment. I'm thinking maybe just making the opening segment vaping news, because it'd be good when it's a good counterpoint when we've got all the guests on as well. I think. Yeah. Anyway, we've actually gone like for like nearly 40 minutes, so we should take a break and come back for the next bit. When we come back, we're going to talk a little about. I've been playing some new game, watch some shit, and I've got some new vape stuff to talk about and some stuff that didn't come. But yeah, we'll love you and leave you and be back some point soon.
Yeah, back soon. Kisses.
I'll edit that out. Yeah, so I just got a Facebook message from Steam message. No, I got a Facebook message from Steam. That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah, me.
You and Gabe.
Yeah, just me and Steam. Just Steam, all of it. Like fucking 2Ps in a motherfucking gamey pod. Gamey pod?
Okay.
Moving on.
Yeah.
I forgot to adjust the camera. Oh, fuck it. We're going to see the back of my head.
Yeah.
Is it pretty much the back of my head?
Yeah.
That's not, it's the front. I'm joking, it's fine.
I figured that.
Yeah, no, he's just asking me if I recorded the Blood Bowl game that I had. Snatch my, like, so we mentioned it before, we've been playing Blood Bowl League with us and our friends. We're both the noobs. Yeah. Absolute noobs, been noob schooled, but we've both managed now to eke out a draw, which is like real big deal. It's actually like legit, especially with the fucking team I've had. Fucking Skaven.
Yeah.
Although, like, I was watching your match against Glover. It was really, really good. Like, you did really fucking well. Like, it was really fucking cool.
Yeah, I just got the SC show. We went for the high elves, and if you're a new player to Blood Bowl, never play elves
or Skaven. Oh my god, don't play Skaven. Like, you'd actually have a better time with elves, I think. Like, at least they've got a bit of bash.
Yeah, but they're more about movement. You don't want to break. If you want to bash someone, you have to bring 2-3 players onto each person. You'll use Skaven.
Yeah, same. Yeah,
but especially again with you, like you've got with your gutter runners, you got that option for the running play.
Oh yeah. It like I actually managed to pull that off this time as well. I was quite pleased.
Yeah, that's how I got my touchdown against Sam. It was insane. It was like, it was so funny because after we finished the game, we went into the spectator stand, and basically Sam was making a a run for
Yeah,
the
yeah.
line to get a touchdown. Turn 11 they were on when we came in. Was that what turn you on? 11. And at turn 13, everything just went hell for leather, and I got the ball, and
Yep.
I made a 3-turn touchdown.
Yeah, no, it was really fucking cool. It's like the one I got against Dave. It was just good, really. Basically, I kind of bashed him down, got my cage and my thrower in the center with the ball to about the halfway mark. Had a gutter runner down the end field, threw the ball. It literally just fell short. It landed in front of the gutter runner.
Oh.
And Dave was too far away to catch me. I couldn't turn, when it came around to my turn next time, I picked up the ball fucking successfully. It was just like, oh my god.
Yeah.
And then I could get so I had a choice. It was either I could score in one turn but it'd involve a GFI, or I could get to the end zone, like one step away from the end zone, and wait a turn. So that's what I did. Then when it came around to my actual touchdown turn, it was basically a choice. I was looking at this like options for doing some bash before or anything before I got into, but anything would have been too risky. A dice roll and could have caused the turnover. So I was just like, no, fucking score.
Yeah, especially if you're low on the re-rolls, and like I've got these smashy. Oh, it's a one dice roll, and if you have no re-rolls and you get a defender down or a both down,
yeah, you're fucked.
You're fucked.
Yeah.
So you're like, no, fuck it.
No, I took the touchdown, and rightly so. Yeah, eat out 1-1 draw. I just couldn't quite stop. So Frenzy tripped me up. I've never had a player with Frenzy, which basically means if you bash them down, they don't go down. They follow, and you have to do it again, and they always follow. And it moved. Not knowing that, I've moved my rat ogre out of position twice because I forgot about Frenzy and what it does, and was just like, oh shit, and that screwed me up on my defense because it just left me wide open, and Dave was able to punch a hole right through me. Yeah, but it was worth. It was a good game though. It was a good game. Dave got unlucky a lot, but that's them's the dice.
Man. The dice.
Them's the dice.
The dice will ultimately destroy you. I think we should at some point do a proper tabletop game of Blood Bowl.
Yeah, it'd be quite fun.
Be hilarious.
It'd be really clunky.
Oh hell yeah!
Yeah, so many dice. So yeah, we're gonna come back. I want to talk a little bit about what's new in my vaping this week or month or bi-week. This new payday, basically every payday. Yeah. So I picked up some new stuff. I've still got some new stuff on order as well. I'm waiting for a Tugboat V3, a Hexome, and the 180 series mod, and a dinghy. By Flawless, which is their little mini RDA. Tugboat dinghy. Yeah. So yeah, I'm waiting for those. And but I did get. So I'm rocking Noisy Cricket with the Wismec Indestructible RDA. So it's the pairing of the two Wismec products. Great fucking series box mod. I just love how tiny it is. It's tiny.
Well, yeah,
it's to it.
It's just two batteries.
It's just two batteries in the tube with a button that you press down and goes Vapers.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's really cool. And because it's series, it hits like a fucking truck.
It does.
Like, it really hits like a truck. It's ridiculous. I tell you what I would like to see, though. I'd love to see a parallel version of this. Because the only thing I find with the series mod it's unregulated, because unregulated at full whack, your batteries are chucking out 8.4 volts, which is like fucking 180 odd watts or whatever. Yeah, and it's just fucking insane amounts of power. So I'm having to build like relatively high ohms to not fucking overdrain my batteries and blow up in my face. And this is why you practice battery safety. Yeah, it's like fucking idiots in the fucking battery exploded in my pocket. Yeah, because you were a dumbass. Yeah. But anyway. So yeah, I mean, I fucked around with some Clapton builds, but I couldn't quite fit them in there big enough to fit on the series mod, and I didn't want to do a 28 gauge Clapton because I just didn't. So I've just got like a standard 24 gauge 15 wraps dual coil, but it comes out 0.49 ohms, and it fucking performs fantastic. Sometimes a simple coil is nice. Yeah. You don't always need your crazy ass complicated build. Sometimes just something nice. Yeah.
Simple.
Oh yeah. I mean, you know,
Why not?
it works really nicely, especially in the RDA. The RDA is really cool, but it's fucking got some, like, okay, they're really good post decks, but not for this particular setup. So they've got fucking Cyclops slots instead of actual post holes, and it's all open, so you can fit fucking huge wire through this shit. Like, massive. We're talking, like, staggered fused, staple staggered fused, alien Claptons, all that kind of mumbo jumbo.
Christ.
And you can fit in there with ease. But when you're trying to build for a series mod, you can't build that low, not without like really fucking good batteries. And I know that the amp drain, this is 20, the LG HG4's 20 amp drain limit, and I tend to make sure that I've got a bit of headroom on that, so I tend not to go any kind of, I tend not to draw any more than like 17 amps at the tops, so I've got at least a 3 amp kind of headroom.
Yeah.
I try and aim for 15 to get a 15 amp draw, but yeah, but I am gonna rock this on a regulated mod, so I can, or a parallel box mod, so I can build like super low. So like, I've got a triple cord fused Clapton on the tugboat unregulated at the moment. It's like 0.12 ohms, 0.12, 11, something like that.
Very nice.
Yeah, and it works nice. It's got a bit of a ramp, but you know, big builds tend to. What else did I get new recently? Oh, yeah, I got a new RTA as well. I got the Cthulhu, because it's called Cthulhu.
Yeah.
For those watching the video stream, I love Cthulhu.
Yeah. Well, both you and your other half are both.
Yeah, we're massive like into Lovecraft. Like,
yeah.
Well, my other half is a writer, and I'm actually gonna. I was thinking about this. I might start put like in the ad breaks when I do the transition video.
Yeah.
Actually have her latest books advertised in there.
Yeah.
Why the fuck not? Give her a little bit of free promo. I'm gonna pump her books as well. At the end, I'm gonna link to her stuff, just because she's my missus and I want to support her, and her writing's fucking awesome, urban fantasy type stuff.
Yeah.
But yeah, I digress somewhat. Cthulhu tank, really good RTA. Similar kind of deck style to the it's a velocity style deck. It's kind of reminiscent of the Creus, the OBS Creus.
Yeah.
It's slightly smaller post holes than the Griffin, but having said that, I have got a fused Clapton in there, and it works great. Great airflow. It's the airflow control. Sorry, not the airflow control. The juice flow control is a little bit weird.
Yeah.
So you've got a dial that you turn around the base that lowers and raises the deck to seal off the juice flow channels.
Yeah.
It works, and it works great. I've never had any kind of dry like wicking issues or anything.
Yeah, you got to worry that if you open it a bit too much, you're just going to flood.
No, I've not had any flooding or wicking issues. It's been perfect, and I've got it cranked down all the way. And yeah, it's really a dream to build on. Nice, it's got top fill, and I really like it. I actually prefer it to the Griffin. Aesthetically more than anything, and I think it holds a bit more juice. I think it's like a 4 mil tank, whereas the Griffin's like a 3.5.
Soon to be illegal by them now.
That's why I'm kind of favouring buying RTAs at the moment, because I don't know. I like RDAs. I love my drippers. If I had to choose gun to head, I'd choose dripper over a tank every day.
Yeah,
but I think dripples will be easier to come by than tanks because they require less machining to manufacture, for the most part, because there's just less to them because of what they are. So I think you probably just because of their simplicity. I know they're going to be illegal, but they might be easier to find a black market for them, kind of thing.
Yeah. Also, they might sort of manage to wheedle their way under the same way sort of stuff like bongs and pipes do.
Oh yeah. So yeah. What was I saying?
I can't remember.
Talking about tanks and RDAs. Oh yeah. Yes. Saying like RDAs probably easier black market because there's less manufacture involved in them. They're a lot simpler in design than a tank.
Yeah, and like I said, with that you can still go into a shop and buy a bong. You just have to call it a water pipe.
Yeah.
You just can't call it by certain names. So
yeah, so I think we'll find like if they're sold for other purposes and stuff, we'll find way. There'll be a way. Actually, back on that subject of the shitty regulations. So I was saying before the first half that I wrote to my local MP. I read this out to you while we were out having a break. And so I wrote to my local MP, Lucy Fraser, who in turn sent me on a redacted photocopy of a letter sent to someone else. She's just like laziest from this is from Jane Ellison, who's the Parliamentary Undersecretary of State for Public Health. Right, so I'm just gonna read this.
Jeremy Hunt. Hunt.
Yeah. I'm just gonna read this verbatim, so you can see why I'm fucking fuming. Dear Lucy, unquote. Dear Lucy, thank you for your letter of 21st January to Jeremy Cunt on behalf of your constituent, redacted, about the Tobacco Products Directive. I note that redacted concerns the Department of Health recognised that electronic cigarettes, e-cigarettes, help smokers quit, and the evidence indicates that they are considerably less harmful to health than cigarettes. So where's the problem? All at the same time, it is essential that we do not encourage smoking and continue to protect the children from the dangers of nicotine. Now, this fucking point, I mean, it's just such a fear-mongering scare tactic. Because you know, it's an argument stopper. You say, oh, but what about the children? What if one child? And it's an argument shutdown.
Yeah.
And it's just like, oh, it's just really bad. It's just a dismission. It's something you say when you can't think of a true, proper, thought-out argument. It's an easy way to just shut down an argument.
The problem is we're fucking with evolution too much, and stupid people are surviving.
Yeah. So yeah, completely.
The child who swallows too many marbles or sticks too many marbles up his nose doesn't live to have children of his own. Yeah.
Yeah, completely.
I mean, I'm completely ripping off a George Carlin bit, but
no, it's true though.
It's true.
You know, there is like fucking we like watching fail videos, but most of the people in those videos, fucking dumb as fucking should. You know, please don't. I'm glad they're not shots because these people shouldn't propagate.
Yeah, definitely. So if you're willing to have the tire from a fucking lorry thrown down a hill
off a ramp,
then landing square on your nuts.
Yeah, you deserve everything you get, motherfucker.
Yeah, I hope they both popped. And you haven't already had kids.
Oh my god, it's ridiculous. It's absolutely ridiculous. Anyway, I only got through the first paragraph of that. So yeah, the children thing is ridiculous. There is no evidence at all, that proves that vaping is in any way a gateway to nicotine and therefore smoking. No, I don't know anyone who I just never heard of never heard of it. I mean, look at it from a practicality standpoint. 10-year-old kid, whatever your age you want to say. I mean, I started smoking at 7, so you know. But whatever you want to say. Let's take it. So I got this recently. Tugboat DNA 200. That's 160 quid. I mean, that's a hell of a lot of... I know you can get cheaper devices like 30, 40 quid, but that's still a long way away from the $5 for a packet of cigarettes where all you need is the packet of cigarettes and fire. Simple. You know, you want to get into vaping, okay, yeah, you can buy a pre-made tank or like a cigar-like or whatever. The cigar-like... And in fact, to this argument, the things that the cigar-likes made by the tobacco products companies that they're not having a problem with are actually far more likely to be in the hands of children because you can buy out of a packet, pull it out and go. It's simple, it's easy. Whereas this, you need to, you know, like sub-on vaping and proper vaping, you need to know about... You need to buy the mod. You need to buy the tank. You need to buy the juice. You need to buy all the bits that go along with that. You can't just buy a mod, a tank. Well, you can just buy a mod, a tank, and some juice and go. But the thing is, that is going to cost you far more than tobacco. Or that's, I mean, at a bare minimum to get a vaping setup, you're looking at 30 quid, right?
Yeah.
Basic. To get a basic, and this is an ongoing, not a disposable. Not a disposable one you can buy in any corner shop or anywhere that sells cigarettes in this country, pretty much. Just a normal one. It's gonna be like 30 quid. Those like a tenner, whatever. Yeah. And you get like 200 puffs out of it or whatever you get. And Yeah, they're far more accessible. The same problem that you have with kids getting hold of cigarettes now, you're gonna have with those fucking cigalikes, those disposable ones. If that was even an issue, but they're probably still gonna go for the cigarettes.
Yeah. It's that whole ethos of cigarettes are cool. So you look at old school movies and shit like that, and even modern day movies.
Yeah.
People are smoking
And
cigarettes.
I pose that even if someone did pick up a fucking vape and first, I would find it very hard to believe that they would go to smoking. When if you look at vaping and the flavors and all the things that make it appealing, an appealing way to quit smoking, you don't get any of those with actual cigarettes. You get what ultimately, unless you are a smoker, is a pretty rank taste for the most part.
Yeah.
You know, there are some elements of tobacco that is nice, like proper aged tobacco and things. That's why you get it in vape. Not, not just in terms of some wine tastes like tobacco, for fuck's sake.
Yeah.
It's not all bad in terms of, but for most mass-made cigarettes taste like shit.
Oh yeah, I used to love actually smoking my pipe. Like pipe tobacco.
Yeah, I used to love my pipe. Yeah, yeah, we were both fairly big pipe smokers.
Yeah.
And not the illegal kind.
No.
Actual talking proper, broadsheet pipes, and I had God, what was that one that I had that I lent you that got broken in Salon Rouge?
Oh, it's just a regular sort of droop pipe.
Yeah.
But I had because I had a one like that with a built-in filter.
Yeah.
Which I still have somewhere actually. But I had my plum red dot.
Yeah, I remember. And the corn cob.
Yeah. No, I've never had a corn cob.
What?
I've never had a corn cob.
I thought you had a corn cob.
No.
What's the general? Fucking famous army general that always smoked a corn cob. Fucking, he was the general in Vietnam and Korea. Eisenhower.
Even a smoked a corn cob.
Oh God, who's the really famous modern military American general?
No idea who you're on about.
He was the leader of the military forces. He was the leader of the army when they were in the Korean War. Shit, I can't remember. Fuck. No. Truman. Was it Truman? No, it's not Truman. Fuck, I don't know. Anyway, I'm going off topic.
Yeah.
Pipes.
Yeah, pipes.
And I had that really nice glass one that you got me as well. I've still got that.
Yeah, that's not...
That's not a legal pipe.
No.
So back to the letter anyway. Yeah, so the children thing is just bullshit. It's just like I say, the products that they're leaving without any kind of that aren't going to be subject to this regulation, the ones that are actually designed to be favoured by these regulations are the ones made by tobacco companies, are the ones available everywhere, are the ones that don't require any kind of prior knowledge or information to just take out of a packet and vape. Yeah. And if that's what your worry is, why the fuck are you banning them? Why the fuck are you banning why aren't you banning them, rather?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just I don't know. Anyway, so paragraph 2. The rules set out in the the rules set out in the revised TPD, which was agreed by member states and the European Parliament and published in April 2014, will apply in the UK from 20th of May 2016 and cover tobacco and smokeless tobacco products, herbal products, and for the first time, regulate e-cigarettes. The UK is now required to transpose the TPD into domestic law and held a constitution on the draft regulations and impact assessment. There was no fucking impact assessment done. They took the impact assessment from when they tried to get vaping classed as medicine, I think, and applied it to the same thing. Because it was vaguely similar. So there was no impact assessment done. That's bullshit. We know now that e-cigarettes are helpful to some people wishing to quit smoking. However, the quality of products on the market remains highly variable. Granted, yes, there are, but for those that care, there is a wealth of it's easy to find out what's good and what's not.
You just Google something and there'll be reviews.
There'll be reviews, and that informed consumerism they'll take away. But anyway, it is therefore important that proportionate regulation is introduced to ensure minimum safety requirements, and that information is provided to consumers so that they can make informed choices. We do already.
Yeah.
What you're doing, what you're doing is taking away our choices.
Yeah.
That's all you're doing. That's it. Pure and simple. There is no other. That's the ultimate goal of this, is to remove choice and push people back to cigarettes. There is no way you can hide that. Any rational human being can see that's what they're trying to do.
Yeah.
Anyway, this is the aim of the regulatory framework set out in the TPD. No, it's not. In implementing the new EU rules, we intend to work towards regulation that will permit a range of products that people want to use to remain on the market but are positioned as alternatives to smoking, and not a product that introduces the children to vaping or smoking.
Nearly every single vaping store I've ever seen has always had an age limit of 18.
Yeah, exactly. It's like
you cannot enter
it's
this store.
easier to buy alcohol as an underage person than it is to get
Well,
vaping stuff.
It was when I was younger, but
I don't know.
I don't know how easy it is now.
I don't know. Yeah, I suppose it depends where you go.
Yeah.
Like dodgy corner shop. Do they really give a fuck? Anyway, final paragraph, and we can start leaving this nastiness behind us. I hope that this letter reassures redacted, and no, it fucking doesn't, that the new rules in the revised TPD do not aim to prevent people from using e-cigarettes, but rather provide consumers with safer, less variable products. I hope this reply is helpful. No, it isn't. It's bullshit. It's sanitized, scripted, rehearsed bullshit. So, like I was saying before, the 100,000 guys, they have. It's on our advocacy page. There's their petition form. Please do sign up, and also I'm going to link to their site and check it out on there. But I'll also link to where you can find out your local MP's details and write to her. And there's a letter, if you don't want to write your own letter, there's a kind of like a pre-made letter that you just need to sign and send, or email. And I would actually really like to encourage people to do that. And if anyone listening to us does do that and gets the same response or something very similar, please do share it with us. Ramblingvapers@gmail.com. Our links are on like YouTube and our site and everything. I'll make sure it's actually linked in the description from now on as well. But yeah, please email us with the letters that you get back, because I'd be fucking... Even in if there's any guys in the US and whatnot listening, if you wrote to your local congressman and so on, if you've had replies back, we'd love to hear them. And you want us to read them out, just send us a little, send them in, and we'll if they're funny and we can take the piss out of them, we'll happily read them out, because the shit's gotta get fucking cold on really. Anyway, yeah. So that was. This is definitely be called the political one, I think.
Yeah, or just the slightly more serious one. Because we've still managed to get tangents going off of them.
Oh yeah, completely. Well, I think this serious one was always going to come, given that what's happening with vaping. It was going to have to be done. I think, you're probably getting sick of hearing just my voice, but it was always, I'm very rambly and rah.
Yeah,
I suppose
very aggressive, man.
Yeah, I'm very aggressive, very opinionated, as you might have figured out.
Yeah.
But
Ergo, episode 1 to never be aired.
Yeah, I've come close a few times as well.
Yeah.
But on to happier, lighter things. Last thing I want to touch on my new vape shit. I got the Tug Life Tugboat DNA 200, and I got the Infinite CLT V3 Mini Plus thing. Not going to go into too much. Great mod. It's a DNA 200. If you know DNA 200, I know. DNA 200, great. Tugboat, Tug Life, DNA 200, built like a brick shit house. Really easily accessible lipo to upgrade it if you want. And yeah, I just love it. I like Tugboat, I like the style. And yeah, CLT, great small RDA, great airflow, small juice well. You can drip really easily through the fucking top. Range of drip tips options. Fits a fuse Clapton. Happy as Larry.
Yeah.
Cool.
Nice.
So yeah, on to other happier topics. Well, not the vaping's not a happy topic, but the less serious topic. What have you been up to?
Not a huge amount. Played my first game of Civ in fucking ages.
Oh man, yeah, I've seen everyone get back into Civ. I want to get involved.
Yeah, man.
No one ever invites me, man. I'm sat there and like I see everyone log in. I'm like, what?
Just ping a message over, dude.
Yeah, I always feel like it's something that's pretty because I'm terrible with Facebook, so I miss all the Facebook arrangements most of the time.
A lot of the time we're just doing it on the fly. Like the Civ game just came about because we had I think Dave had spoken to Ardo about playing some Civ.
Yeah.
I was over at Mark's. We were doing some GTA races, and we ended up doing a bit of a heist, and then going into Civ. When Ardo came on before his game with Lolly in Blood Bowl.
Okay.
So it's the first game that they've played in a while that they've got over turn 50. Because it is such a long fucking game.
Oh yeah.
And it was me, Mark, Joe, Ian, Dave.
See, this is the only thing. It's like playing with Ian in the game. It's just like
the
uphill struggle of beating the Titan.
It's just sort of like keep him away from jungles. He's going to get the science from them later on in the game.
Yeah, it's like so Ian is literally like MLG Civ.
Oh god, yeah,
it's ridiculous. Like he's when it comes to strategy. This is Ian. He's been on here. He'll be coming back. When he get. It's fucking like he's so good at it. He's so fucking good at it. He's just talented motherfucker. Hey, Yuki-chan. My cat's just joined us.
Yeah, well, she's probably gonna sit under the table.
Yeah, she's gonna see you won't get to see her. Maybe she'll show herself. She's lovely.
She might jump on the chair. I'll put stuff on it, so she probably won't.
Yuki, you on the podcast? Yep, you're on the podcast. Don't clean yourself on the podcast, Yuki.
People can't see.
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, so I mean, like, we need to do more Civ. So I've been. This is something I've been umming and ahhing about what to do for my 30th.
Yeah.
So, like, I'm going to shoot some options at you. So, one of them is a pub crawl, where everyone has to come dressed as a creepy clown.
Okay.
Just because I want a massive group of people dressed as creepy clowns going on a pub crawl through Cambridge.
A little bit ICP.
No, I mean like It type.
Yeah, I know,
clown.
but just made me think we were fucking juggalos as we're walking down the street.
Oh, it'd be really funny though. I think it'd be really humorous.
Or terrify the living shit out of a lot of people.
Yeah, completely.
So many people are terrified of clowns.
Yeah, I know. Can you imagine going into a bar and just the bar going? It's like yes, service. It'd be great. Either that. I'm looking at maybe hiring out somewhere. I'm trying to find some. If I do that, I want to hire somewhere that I can get. Like, I want to DJ. I want to get like friends DJing. So, do you know anywhere in Cambridge? Because I don't. Obviously, not the Q Club because I'm barred. And I won't fucking deal with Roger ever again. Anyway.
Not that I can really think of, unless you can speak to Martin about the Blue Moon.
Yeah. I don't know though. Everyone does the Blue Moon all the time. So Yuki's batting at my microphone, trying to unscrew it. What is it, Yuki?
What are you doing?
Yuki.
Move that out of your way.
Yeah, so I mean, what do you think?
The clown I think is probably a little bit too fucked up.
Yeah, I like whatever happens, it's got to be messy. It's got to be really fucking messy.
Of course it will be. It's a 30th birthday.
Yeah.
Man, what we did for Marks was amazing.
But you went to the dam, didn't you?
Yeah.
Yeah, another thing no one told me about. I'm not in the group.
Yeah. Just throw shit about.
Yeah, I'm just gonna throw my juice about. But yeah, I'll tell you what I have been playing this week. Actually, talking about games. Marvel 2016.
Any good?
Yeah, it's basically it's like you saw my post. Hey, do you like Diablo? Yeah, it's basically Diablo with Marvel characters, and yes, you can play Deadpool.
Nice.
Yeah, and for free.
Hey,
it's free to play. Yeah, it's free to play, and it's made by ex-Blizzard North guys. So it's got guys that made the original Diablos working on it. So when it first came out as Marvel Heroes 2015 or 2014, it was shit, but it's got a lot better, and it's really good fun. I'm playing Scarlet Witch. You can play all the characters for free up to level 10, and then you can pick any one of those to max level for free.
Nice.
And extra characters cost maybe a few quid, like 6-7 quid. I think you can get another character for, which is
not too bad.
No, it's not. I mean, you think you are getting a hell of a lot of game in there. Like you are getting Diablo levels of content. and replayability. And it's open world as well, so it's kind of like, it is MMO-esque as well, so you've got loads of other people. There are lots of instance levels, but there's like overworld levels, like Midtown and that, where you just got bosses spawning everywhere constantly and just hundreds of people running around just blowing shit up and stuff. It's really fucking good fun. Except it's not, because it's a ARPG. So it's a no, it's not, it's a Amorpg. That's what it is. It's an Amorpg, an action action. No, it's ARPG. So Marpg. Massively multiplayer online action role playing game. Mamorpg.
I'm just enjoying just sitting and watching, trying to figure out how you would pronounce.
Oh god, I can't figure it. It's like, it's got moa in the middle now.
Mamorpg.
Mamorpg. Do you remember Apogee games? They made fucking Apogee made Halloween Harry and Major Striker.
No,
I'm not sure. Like, I'm pretty sure they became 3D Realms. I have like in my head. I'm probably wrong on this. I'm probably gonna get flamed for it, but in my head, I have recollections of the Apogee logo going into the original Duke Nukem, like the original side-scrolling 2D Duke Nukem. But that might just be me.
Yeah.
Because I'm sure, obviously by the time Duke Nukem 3D came out, they were 3D Realms, but I'm sure they started off as Apogee. I'm sure they were Apogee. I'll have to check that out because that's gonna bother me. I should probably use the computer that's in front of me to do it. But
is Psionics, who did
what about Epic? Epic, man. Yeah. Do you not remember Epic Pinball? Fucking, I'm talking DOS games. Those are the good old days. I had a Lethal Weapon DOS game, which was really fucking cool. Yeah, it was like Lethal Weapon 2. It was so fucking bad. It was like side-scrolling. I remember jumping on a boat a lot. Yeah. And what was the other? Zool. Did you ever play Zool? Yeah. It was like the PCs. We're gonna do Sonic.
Yeah. We could do it. We've got a platform. It's called Zool. It's sponsored by Chubba Chubs.
Yeah. God, it was. Yes, there was the Chuppa Chups levels.
Oh my god, there was a 7-Up game for the Mega Drive.
Yes, yes, there was. Cool Spot. That was actually a legit game. I really liked Cool Spot. I had both of them, Cool Spot 1 and 2.
Just like, again, it was that horrific
yeah.
Just like,
Oh, JonTron did it. Have you seen the JonTron food games? Yeah. The fucking licensing in games can go so wrong. But Marvel Heroes is a case where actually it didn't. And I really want to see if we can get, because it's Diablo. So yeah, I think it'd be quite fun just to rock. I've been having a load of fun with it. I've only probably put about 10-15 hours into it. It's not much.
Is that all?
Nah, it's not much.
That's like 3 weeks time gaming time for me.
No, I'm not going to say on here. Huh? Well, no, because working from home, I basically, when 5 o'clock rolls round, I'm already in prime position, so I literally just close down work.
Yeah.
And open up games because I'm already sat there. Whereas when I was coming home from work, it was like, I'm home from work, chill out. I did that. Yeah,
that mission about between.
Well, it's not even that. I work down the road, but it's like, it's just the fact that I've been in my own environment all day. I'm a lot more chilled, and I don't feel the need to chill the fuck out, kind of thing. Although I do normally have to take like an hour just to lie on the sofa and rest my back.
Yeah.
Oh god, I can't wait to get that shit sorted.
Oh yeah, man.
Yeah. So actually, I got this computer so I could fucking use it throughout, and I forgot that I'm just like gonna lean back and not be able to reach it. Eventually, maybe one day we'll have like a proper studio set and computers and shit. But maybe not. This is going to get a little bit edited out, I think, the dead air.
Yeah, probably.
I think it's actually, I might do a bit of work on editing on this. So, you should probably know from listening to and watching this shit, I don't really go in for the whole editing malarkey, but Oh yeah, that was it. I watched Archer season 6.
Oh yes.
I didn't know Christian Slater was in it.
He appears at the end of season 5.
I seem to have blocked that out of my memory altogether.
Yeah, like Slater, he appears in season 5.
Yeah,
I really. Then he's.
I really seem to have blocked that out completely.
Their contact for Archer Vice. No, he's throughout the entire of Archer Vice, which is season 5.
Maybe I've not seen season 5 then.
Which is where they get the huge amount of cocaine.
Yeah. I know of it. I just can't remember any of it to, like... Maybe I've not seen it.
So yeah, I think he first appears in this season 4, the end.
Yeah.
Fuck. Keep smacking my
But
notes off.
It's funny as fuck. Season 6 is just... had a great time. I had a great time with it.
Sorry, I just keep knocking my mic with my knee.
Yeah, this is like... That's why I kind of went for the whole side approach this time. And actually, I think it works out. So I'm going to fill some time. Yeah, I had a really good time with it. I had me and Naomi. I watched it twice in quick succession. I watched it when I was like fucking coming off tramadol. Yeah, so I've been on fucking tramadol for my back. That shit's evil. Really, you quite finished. New juice. It's made, which is strawberry fog. Really nice. That was something. I started using this website called .1mil. You should check it out. It's e-juice recipes. It's basically like e-juice me up, that software that I use, except all website based. Really cool. I'll link to that. You should check it out. If you make your own juice, it's just a really cool place to store your recipes. You can get them anywhere because I use a MacBook and no juice programs for Mac because reasons. Yeah, I'm trying to think, like, what else have been... It's been a really kind of slow week. I just really wanted to get this... part of the reason for getting this one out so quick was to really cover the advocacy shit.
Yeah.
Because it's... it's a big deal, and it's something I'm trying to get a bit more involved in now. Because I just want to get involved in the community and all aspects of it. Tell you what I did do today, though.
What's that?
The fight.
I still haven't seen it yet. I know the outcomes,
so we can talk about it a bit.
We can talk about it. I know, obviously, we have a new women's champion.
Go Tate! Go Tate!
And obviously, Conor still holds his belt, but so does Diaz.
Yeah. Yeah, well, that wasn't a title fight, really, was it?
Well, no, it was... if Conor won, Conor would have taken Diaz's belt.
Yeah, but
Diaz
it was fighting for Diaz's belt, not Conor's.
Not Conor's belt. So
yeah.
Conor would have been the first person in UFC.
Well, it's because he went down to Diaz's weight class.
No, he went up.
Oh no, yeah, he went up. Sorry, yeah. He went up from lightweight to welterweight.
Yeah, because I think he normally fights at 155.
Yeah.
And Diaz is 175.
Yeah. Although it basically just meant Conor didn't cut weight. And to be fair, he looked good in the fight. He just got caught. So they were throwing bombs the entire fight. Conor getting the better of it on some, Diaz on the others. Say hello to Yuki, by the way, for those watching, not listening. But yeah, so he was like, they were just training bombs, man. It was fucking beautiful to watch. Really, really good fight. I don't think Conor's got anything to be ashamed of. He just got clocked with a punch which dazed him, and he got tapped out. And well, actually, he didn't even. He did tap out. It was fucking Holly Holm who didn't tap. She went out.
Yeah, she got choked the fuck out.
But yeah, like, he got caught. He'll make him a better fighter. That's one thing.
Yeah.
He'll make him a fucking hell of a lot better fighter.
A lot of people were saying that they're worried that if he lost this, he'd lose that crest of a wave that he's riding at the moment with all the wins and that. He's no longer the undefeated.
Yeah.
I fighting Irish. But it's like, no, he's still going to be on the crest. He's like, he stepped up to a challenge to go fight a guy who probably cuts to get to 175 to fighting at his natural weight.
Yeah.
And he took the risk.
Yeah, no, I mean, he fucking went for it, mate.
Still going to be loved by
he put in a fucking good fight. There was nothing to be ashamed of in that fight, as far as I'm concerned. He just got caught, man, and that happens. That just fucking happens. Diaz was the better fighter in that fight. Like, and he didn't seem caught up about it. Like, I mean, obviously you're going to be caught up about it, but he seemed to be handling it well at the off. He was just like, he was back up on his feet, and they had a little exchange and a bit of a quick, fucking well done.
Yeah.
Despite all the hostility going into the fight. And it was a good showing, man.
Diaz walked away from a press conference when McGregor mentioned how
I mean, the Diaz's, man, they're always fucking trouble, man. That's why I like them. Like fucking Nick Diaz fucking basically just walked out the UFC pretty much.
Is he the one who got busted for the marijuana?
I think so, yeah. But like I think he's had hissy fits after fights before, like virtually he's like, I'm quitting, man, fucking me. But the Tate fight, like Holly Holmes, Misha Tate, all 5 rounds, man.
Man, I might have to get before I leave tonight. Actually,
I'll copy it.
The Tate fight.
I told you, it's, actually, we can do that. Fuck it, it's so good. So it went on all 5 rounds. Yeah. It was like towards the end of the 5th round. Tate was just like, fuck it, I need to finish her, and just went in for this takedown. Got it. It was a bit loose. It was a bit ropey. She got her back and. She just won't let go once she got her back. Yeah. Like, so she gets her back. She trying to hold it down. She managed to get around her neck. As soon as she gets around her neck, Holmes starts standing up. And she just managed to sink it in. So Holmes tries to flip her off. Like, flip her over. Yeah. Not flip her off. And she just keeps it in, brings it around with her, locks it in, and just...
Jesus
And,
Christ.
like, my God, when she knew she had it, she just pulled with all of... And it was just, like, it was glorious to watch.
I guarantee you, that very moment, Rogan was standing up out of his chair going, oh my God!
Oh, mate, it's fucking brilliant. It's really, really good fight. It was as good as the Diaz-Gregor fight was, that was fight of the card. By a long margin. It was so good. So good.
But it does mean it's going to be quite interesting for Rousey
I mean,
Tate.
the hype behind that fight's going to be real. But it's like I've seen both Tate and Rousey's previous fights because the second one was after their season of Ultimate Fighter. Yeah. And that was a fucking, like... I mean, Ronda ate Tate. She just ate her alive. Yeah. I mean, Tate went out fighting and she put up a good fight, but Ronda just ended it so fucking quick. It was like might be first or second round. I forget. It's been a while.
That's what Ronda was known for, and that's what she.
Yeah,
tried.
I know.
She tried to do that with Holm, and it fucked up.
Yeah, well, Holm, and this is like so. Throughout that fight, Joe makes a really, really good point. Holm is a great counter striker. She is at her best when her opponent's coming at her. Tate did it smart. She didn't. She made Holm be the aggressor and put Holm out of her and it worked. Like she was standing with her, man.
That must have been
it was very slow paced.
The camp must have been watching Holmes' fights.
Yeah, I mean it was a very slow paced fight because Holm, especially at the beginning, Holm just was expecting that rush and didn't know what to do. Yeah, she was waiting, trying to make Tate be the aggressor, but Tate just wasn't taking it, and it was really good. It was really good. Awesome. Yeah, there's a good takedown in the first round as well, or first or second round. I think it's second round actually. Yeah, it's a really good fight. I really enjoyed it. The undercard's a bit meh for the entire thing. Yeah, it was just it was 3 decisions. Yeah, I was like. A good decision is like really entertaining to watch. I mean, like look at George St. Pierre versus fucking Koscheck. Yeah, where he just pummeled on his eye for like 5 rounds, and Koscheck at the end of it, Koscheck was just, I just don't know what. Yeah, I just like unanimous decision. But these were just mid card,
generic undercard fights.
Yeah, there could have been greatness there. There really could have been, but I think, and they weren't terrible fights. They just weren't spectacular,
Well, yeah, but everyone's got to start somewhere.
No, like I say, nothing. I mean, fucking, I can't do it.
No,
so it's fair enough. But we'll stick that match on because it's fucking good. It's really good. I'm trying to think what else has been new, really. So the one thing that we're thinking about doing, actually we'll talk about that when we come back. I think we're going to take a break anyway in about now. This is going to be a little bit more of a condensed episode, I think, because the main thing that I wanted to get on and talk about really was the advocacy stuff because I've been a little ball of rage, which is why I've been so fucking
so angry.
Yeah,
it's just been seeping out of every orifice of just pure hatred and anger, and he's finally getting to vent it. So
in a constructive way.
Yay!
I've learned. I'm growing. I'm
really,
mature.
Really
I'm nearly
angry
30.
Wank.
I don't wank angry. Do you know what? Can't at the moment. It hurts. Back.
Oh man.
Fucking nothing, mate.
Fuck.
Yeah, sucks. I might cut that out.
Nah,
maybe not.
Gonna get yourself a vibrating pussy. Just lap it on. Just leave it.
No, that was the funny. That was fucking what the episode of Archer. Vibrate.
Oh god, what the hell's that in the sink? Oh, that is my vagina. Ah!
Yeah, he's just like, why is there a vagina in the sink? And on that note, we're gonna take a break.
Yeah.
Babu! Well, we're back. We're back. And front and left and right and in and out and okie cokey. He's just looking at me like really weird. So yeah, we're just going to come back for the usual kind of wrap-up session. This podcast's been a lot shorter, a lot more concise, I think. I think it's largely, like I said before, just because I had a message. You know, wanted to talk about something, kind of actually had a point. We had a point, Bungle. We had a point. I'm proud of us.
And it's only been a short while since we did the last one as well.
Yeah, that's
not
true.
much has actually happened.
Yeah. Well, this is what we were just talking about in the break. Like, we're going to move towards having kind of more defined segments, I think. I mean, we're not going to lose the ramble, because we can't lose the ramble, because that's
we can't help it.
Yeah, we can't help it. Literally can't help it. So we're thinking, like, opening with news and kind of how we always start with the vape talk. We're going to just define it a bit more. Like, we're actually going to cover like what's been new in the news and stuff, and yeah, we're going to play around with formatting, and maybe my cat wants to play. I think. Yeah, my cat's just Yuki Chan is currently playing with her. It's really cute, actually. Sorry, entertained by my cat.
Yeah,
she's been really cute. 'Cause cats.
Kick it to death.
Okay, this is probably isn't making great podcast material. No. So we're going to play around a lot with the format things.
Perhaps try and shut the cat out a bit more, because it's very distracting.
Yeah, it is really distracting having a cat just be cute at you.
Yeah.
Oh man, I'm going to see if like... shit, I've distracted now. I was going to see if I could video it and then I could put it into the podcast and have it as a section. No. I don't know. Let's see. This actually, I might have to fucking low power mode.
Yeah, boy.
Yeah. Anyway, back to actually talking and not staring at a cat. We're gonna have a bit more defined segments. There was something else I actually wanted to touch on in this one. I can't remember what it was though. The stuff like that was it. A bit more vapey stuff, but fucking. I'm not going to say the name of the company because I don't want to give them bad press on Julie, because it could be an isolated incident. But I ordered some. If it turns out not to be I've got a PayPal dispute open at the moment. If it turns out they're trying to fuck me around, then yeah, I will say the name of the company. I will talk about them because I will want to warn you guys. But until I've got confirmed results and I know what's going on, I'm not going to say anything. But getting back to where I was going with it, I ordered Petri, .mod Petri RDA and a Tugboat V2 mech mod from there, and they took the payment. Week later, no notice of dispatch or anything. Gone back to them saying, like, emailed them twice saying, can you let me know what's going on? Nothing. So I opened PayPal dispute and they refunded and immediately reprocessed the sale 3 times.
Yeah.
So jury's still out as to whether that's what's happening with that PayPal. They've got to the end of the next week to figure out. So PayPal's a pain in the ass.
Yeah.
But I like that they generally side with the consumer on this shit.
Oh yeah, they're a great escrow company. So they've been doing it for years. They know what they're doing now.
Yeah. It's just like the thing that pisses me off is like when I get so like you'll send me money and I'll have to send it straight back to you, like when you accidentally sent me too much.
Yeah.
Or shit like that, and then stuff goes into pending for just some arbitrary bullshit reason.
Yeah.
And they hold your money for like, yeah, we're just gonna leave this in pending for a week because we want to earn the interest. And oops, that pisses me off.
Yeah.
So much. But other than that, it's a relatively decent service.
Yeah, that's the job. I mean, Bitcoin probably the way forwards.
Yeah, it's a lot to understand Bitcoin.
Yeah, it's not to understand. I mean, I follow the Bitcoin Reddit, and some of the stuff in there, because they've recently gone for a massive thing arguing about whether to do sort of various changes to Bitcoin structuring.
Okay, like what?
I'm not sure the full details of it, but it's like adjusting the difficulty on the blockchain, because it's gone from being...
Gone?
Huh?
You say gone.
Gone.
Sorry.
Back in the day when Bitcoin was first about, it was you could sit at home with your own personal PC or laptop and mine.
Yeah.
Do it well. But obviously now, as there's a booming business on it, the only way you can mine is if you're part of a mining pool and you're using dedicated miners.
Yeah. Like,
and it's basically destroying
ATI graphics cards.
Not even just ATI graphics. I mean, actually, so you've got a machine that is basically just a rig of ARM chips designed purely for doing the blockchain.
Wow.
And you look at they're a couple of £100
Fuck that.
for one of those boxes. And if you're just running that on your Todd as a solo miner, you're not going to get a huge amount.
No,
Whereas
probably not enough to pay for the machine.
You'd have to have basically that, and you have to be running it as part of a mining pool.
Yeah.
And you'd get a decent cut because the combined power would get a lot more.
Yeah.
And then they get distributed around amongst the miners. But that's taking the lower level people who haven't got the money to afford to buy a miner, let alone pay pool fees. It's like, well, it's a bit of a shitter.
Yeah,
so people are trying to discuss.
So you actually have to pay to be part of a pool?
No, what will happen is the owner of the pool, basically whoever's like running the actual pool and that, will usually take a larger cut of the money as in terms of pool fees.
Okay.
So basically for them maintaining the pool, they get a cut.
Okay.
I'm not exactly sure how it exactly works. There's a lot of Ponzi schemes for cloud
Yeah,
miners out
I was
there.
going to say Ponzi scheme. Oh, man.
I've been shafted one. I lost. It was only £30.
Yeah.
But still, it's £30 in Bitcoin.
Yeah.
That I had in my account, and then just thought, oh, I'd give it a shot. And it was working. Then it turned out it was a massive fucking Ponzi, and I was like, oh, motherfucker.
Yeah. Yeah, it's literally just the barrier to entry of Bitcoin, because I think the concept is really good. Like, great, in fact. But, it's just like, it's another thing that I'm like, I really want to get into, but you know what I'm like when I get into shit, I get into it in a big way, and I don't want to end up with a fucking server in my bedroom, although I do have 2 Blade servers.
Yeah, they wouldn't be.
No. I reckon they'll host a decent Minecraft server, though.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So, I got 2 Blade servers from work, so I'm going to try and mount them in... I've got a small airing cupboard in the bedroom. I'm going to try and mount them in there with sufficient cooling.
Yeah, if it's an airing cupboard, it's going to be quite warm.
Well, no, it's not got like a boiler in it. It's just a cupboard cut out into the wall. There's no like boiler or anything in there that keeps it warm or anything. It's just a cupboard. I keep my vinyl in there at the moment, so you know. It's got my decks, my vinyl, and my old monitors in there. So you know, it should like. I reckon I can mount the 2 blades in there quite nicely, and just need a little bit of cooling in there.
A little bit of cooling and perhaps just some little small sections of rack frame.
Yeah, that's pretty much what I'm thinking. I could probably even build something out of wood.
Yeah, you'd still probably want to get a proper rack frame so you can actually slide shit in and out like rack trays.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I'll look into it and see what it... But I just think it'd be really fucking cool to be able to host at least one of our servers ourselves.
Yeah, the main thing you have to watch about is your uploading.
Yeah.
Where the Virgin's got some sort of rules against doing stuff like that.
No, like, because I'm on their top tier, it's unlimited everything. But I've only got a 15 meg up.
Yeah.
so it's limiting.
Whereas I did a test at my work the other day.
Yeah, what's you up?
But 98 up, 96 down.
Nice. Is that Virgin?
No, I don't know who we're with.
Okay, so we had 100 up, 100 down at Spices, I think, with Virgin. I tell you, one of the best places. Like I was staying in a hotel in Ireland. It's the Crown. No, shit, I can't remember the name of the hotel, but it's a fucking massive 600-room grand hotel in Dublin.
Jesus,
it's gorgeous. And they had 80 up, 80 down. Nice. I was just like, fucking yes. Like a game, it was great. I was playing Guild Wars the entire time I was yeah, it was like legitimately awesome having that much up fucking load. I wish it, yeah. Oh well. Anyway, yeah, so we just kind of came back to do this little bit of ramble wrap up. We just kind of want to, like say, I'm gonna link to Clive Bates, 100,000k, the Facebook group for this protest in London. Maybe a few particular Clive Bates articles, which I think are really good reads. Yeah, I just really want to get this stuff out there. And yeah, let's say come back, try chucking the format about a bit.
Yeah, and also we'll probably have more guests in the
future. Yeah. Well, we want to have I want to get Ian back on for a good sounding podcast, because I still think that was like probably one of our best to date in terms of content. It was just really good.
The sound was so atrocious.
Oh yeah, it really was. But we seem to have gone I seem to have gone on top of that now. And yeah, that'll only get better as I decide to chuck more money at it, really, I suppose. But yeah, for now, I guess we're gonna kind of love you and leave you. So, like I say, hope you like this one. Do let us know. We do want feedback. Again, we do want feedback. Ramblingvapers@gmail.com. Leave comments on YouTube, whatever. I'm actually gonna pump that in the ad breaks as well. The feedback thing. I'm not just do a little quick voiceover. Anyway, yeah, I think that's us.
Thanks for listening / watching.
Yeah, and we will be back probably in a couple of weeks.
Yeah, some point soon.
Yeah, and we'll have more interesting things to talk about, and maybe even have another friend on. We need to get Dave on.
We do.
Yeah, we need to get Dave. Dave is our conquest. Yeah. Anyway, yeah. Laters.
Stay safe.
Hey guys, Kyle here. Just wanted to say thanks for listening, and any feedback and everything is all welcome at ramblingvapers@gmail.com. Please give us a shout, let us know what you think. Much appreciated.